All right, guys. Sifu Scott Tarbell here at Wuxia Martial Arts, being assisted by Sifu Thomas Wooten. And today what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at using China in Wing Chun. So remember, in China, the idea is to seize, to grab, and then to control somebody. Oftentimes you're trying to either break the bone or misplace the joint. Sometimes you may be trying to like seal the artery, right? To put somebody asleep or something like that. But today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about when we're attacking somebody. And last week we looked at doing pakda, right? And what were some kind of reactions that we could have from pakda and doing these things. So today what we look at is a few methods of what may happen with somebody when we start to do a hard pakda. And some people will cover up, right? Some people will turn around and give up their back, or some people will try to angle off and get a more space. But oftentimes people will try to grab and control your arms. And for Chinese martial arts, that's a good thing, because remember, you have 4 areas. You have Ti, Da, Shuai, Na, right, which is the kicking the Ti, the Da is the striking with the upper body and shoulders and all that. Shuai is the takedowns, and then Na is the China, controlling and locking. So today we'll take a look at some China out of the Lat Sau application. Okay, so we go from here. Get nice and close. Yeah. All right, so from here, as we're going, all right, I'm going to use the pakda. So I pak and go in, right? And at this point, he grabs me. He has his thumb, right, connected under here, right? And when I feel that connection like that, it's very important that I can capitalize on the situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right foot, and I'm going to step to the right, and I open this up from here. Now I grab his wrists, all right? And his fingers are exposed. I'm going to come down, and I can grab one, right, like this, right here, or I may grab 2, right? The choice is really yours, right? So from here, I pop, right? He grabs. I step with the right foot, and I let the left foot follow. All right, now see how I stick to his hand before I leave? If I don't do that, and I just come up and start trying to grab, he can hit me, all right? So from here, I step, controlling the hand, and once I'm off the range and past the center line, right, then I can go here. And you see how I manipulate his body. So now if he wants to punch me, right, he has a long way to travel, right, before I can get a hold of this finger. So I'm going to come down to the pinky. And when I do this, I'm trying to take my pointer finger and put it on the base of the knuckle here. And then my thumb is going to come on the tip of his finger from here. And then I keep his arm down, and I press this up. So the motion is this way. It's like you're pouring out a shot glass or a small cup of tea this way, right? So here, I get this, and I'll show it from here first, right? And I go up just a little bit, all right? So the other important thing is that his wrist is twisted so that the arm is straight, all right? If I'm here and the arm is out and I start to go, he can just bring his arm out this way. So it's very important that we get the right angle. So we go here. All right. So from here, I do pakda. I step to the right with the right foot, right? Sticking to that hand so he can't hit me, and then I grab. Once I have this grab, then I can start to attack the fingers. So I can come in for 1, I can come in for 2, I can come in for all of them if I want, right? But I like to target the pinky because it's weaker than all the others. So here, I twist, making sure the arm is straight, right? I grab the base, and I go here. Right, now from here, I pull and punch right away and go in, okay? So that's what we're looking. So this is option number 1. Here, I pak and punch, and he gets a good solid grab. So from here, I step with the right foot, making sure I control this hand so I don't get hit. Once I'm out of the range, then it's easy to go in, all right? So here, up, and I keep this low. If it comes high, he can drop his elbow down, and it's easy, right? I twist and make sure that this is straight, right? If it's not twisted, his elbow can come out like that. So twisted, here, remember, pointer finger goes on the base of the knuckle, thumb goes on the tippity tip, and then in and down, and then boom, right away. Remember, this is only meant to displace his mind, right? So when he grabs me, he is thinking that he's in charge. He feels strong, he feels like he's offensive. So when I go here to the side, immediately he realizes now he's on the defense, right? That pain is happening. So he goes defense, and then I can pull him in and become the offensive attacker at this point. So China is sometimes used to displace his mind from an offensive mindset, all right, to more of a defensive mindset, okay? So this is option number 1. Now, option number 2. From here, I pak da again, right? And everything's the same, right? I go to the side, right? I get my grip here, just like that. But now I switch this grip to the other hand, see? I'm gonna come in, all right? And this could be a strike, depending, could be a fox out, whatever you want it to be, right? And we're gonna turn this way just a little bit. So I go from here, and then I pull, and I'm gonna take this bone, and I go right above his elbow, right? And I make sure this is turned straight, not same thing, so he can't bend. I turn, right? So his thumb should never be facing up, good. It should be facing to the side. All right, now from here, I stand up tall, like this. All right, now, there is an alternative where I can grab my wrist from here as well. So I snake that through. See that? It goes like this. All right, here. And this movement is right from your Sun and Tao. All right, we have this Quan Sao and the Sun and Tao. All right, so from here, as we're going through, I pop and punch and he grabs, right? I step to the side. Make sure you keep this one until you're ready to switch. All right, I twist, right, like a motorcycle. I come in deep, right, just like that. And I can snake this through, see that? That's a Quan Sao movement here. And then I go on top. Now I lean away because I don't want to be too close to his punch here. So I lean away and then boom, this one. And now from here I can pull an elbow, and if his hand's up on guard, I pull an elbow, I could turn him off and start to punch. All right, this one. Okay, so this one we call propping up the elbow, where you prop up his elbow this way. Okay, so let's look one more time. So here, pak da, I step to the side, controlling the hand, switching the grip, right? And then I go here. Could be a punch, boom, whatever you want. Could be fox out, could be here, right? Depending on your style. I come under the elbow, make sure his thumb is pointing to the side. And then I can grab my shirt and stand up tall, or I can do the Quan Sao movement and go here. And I lean away, up, pull an elbow, and then lock and punch from here, okay? All right, so those are 2 options for you guys to think about, adding a little bit of china into your Lat Sau. And of course, all of this stuff can also go later on, all right, from your Chi Sao. You know, you could look at some stuff from here, whoop, and start to go in. So the china is relevant to all of your platforms. Of course, it'll be easier to do in some mediums, you know, as opposed to other ones. But if you have the basic concept of china, you can start to explore and play around with those things, okay? So that's 2 for this week for you to practice. Let's review real quick. All right, so the first one starts from a pak da, right? Now I get the grip and I go here, all right? From here, remember, grabbing the pinky by the base and then I twist up this way. And you don't need any power. So if you're training with your partner, don't try to muscle it, right? Get the connection. You see, I just hang him a little bit. I lock his skeleton. That's it, right there. All right, now you get the tap, and then I pull, like that. If his hand is up when I come in, right? When I go to punch, his hand is up, maybe I do something different. Ooh, like that. We don't know, all right? We don't know what will happen yet, but you should always attack after chin up, okay? So next one, from here, I pop, right? I go to the side, I grab, making sure his thumb is to the side. I come over, going above the elbow, so that I can either grab my shirt and stand up tall, pulling this wrist down, or I grab my wrist, right? And then standing up tall. Boom, we call that propping up the elbow. Prop, boom, and then maybe I go here, pop, 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 wherever we want to go, okay? All right, thank you, Thomas. All right, guys, so work on those 2 chinas, and next week we'll see where we're at. Maybe we add some other ideas off of the pak da applications, but keep an open mind, all right? Yeah, don't be so traditional that you can't expand your mind into the other areas, all right, with china, okay? All right, guys, have a great weekend and work on those things.